What's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. Good morning. This is Sports with Balls. Yeah, baby. Good morning. Welcome back, guys. August 21st, Thursday, August 21st, 2025. And today's show is loaded. Shit, let's get into it. Let me turn that off, actually. Yeah, let's get into it. We're opening with last night's Little League World Series miracle out of Irma, South Carolina. That comeback still gives me chills. I don't know if you guys watched what happened last night. I saw it this morning. Obviously, it's an early morning, but it was fantastic. It's fantastic. I'll get into that. Then we'll swing into MLB current standings, storylines, high-stakes runs as September approaches. After that, NFL camp drama, who's holding out, what's canceled, what's ahead. Plus, we're going to go all in extended fantasy football masterclass with some tiers, sleepers, draft psychology, trade insights, you name it. This is your playbook heading into the draft weekend. We got about 30 minutes of the show, so I'm going to blast through this as usual, man, and just like an old school sports center, man, get going on stuff. But as always, today is August the 21st. We go over the national holidays. It is International Day of Remembrance and Tribute to the Victims of Terrorism. Internet Self-Care Day. All right, Internet Self-Care. National Brazilian Blowout Day. Have to tell everybody about that. National Report Upcoding Fraud Day. All right. Senior Citizen Day. There we go, baby. Yeah, man. That's about it. Senior Citizen Day, Upcoding Day, and Brazilian Blowout. Well, I mean, of course, the International Day of Remembrance and Tribute to the Victims of Terrorism. My microphone sounds like it may go out. I hope not. Let's try to get through the show so it will not. All right, guys, welcome into Sports with Balls. Like I said, I'm Jeff Michael. Man, I mean, you know what? I even have some Tiger Woods stuff today. Just remind me if you're on the show about the Tiger Woods stuff, and hopefully I'll get into it. Hold on real quick. Let me fix this. All right, I'm back. All right. But let's start off in Williamsport, South Carolina. Let's set the stage here. The Irmo Little League team from South Carolina was down 6-1, heading into the bottom of the seventh. They scored 6 straight runs, and Andrew Bogan's walk-off RBI made it 7-6, and the stadium erupted. Absolutely went crazy. This isn't a comeback. It's magic. These young kids are playing under the lights, national spotlight. Their family is in the stands. This is dreams. I mean, you got to understand. I mean, my son plays baseball too. If you see your son do this or their team do this, it is phenomenal. One moment flips heartbreak to pure joy. That's why we're hooked. You got to see it's like it's the agony of defeat as well. Like the poor pitcher from this other team just absolutely hits the ground after this kid hits a walk-off, and he is bawling. I mean, these are 10 to 12-year-old kids just out there giving it their all. And it's just the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat is on no bigger stage than Williamsport. It's unbelievable. It's phenomenal to watch. It's great to see. And they do a great job on coverage. Let me tell you this. They do a great job on coverage because they don't show the kids or coaches crying, because there's a lot. There's two sides to this. And these kids were down 6-1 in the bottom of the seventh. 6 straight runs, man. This kid walked in a batter, they walked in another batter, and then this guy roped one to the right field line and 2 runs scored. The game's over. And, again, thrill of victory, agony of defeat. But being a Little League coach myself, this teaches these kids all sorts of life lessons. It's phenomenal. Just the Little League World Series is absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't. You can't script this stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, before we go any further, got to thank a couple of people. Number one, Apollo Image Enhancement Center. Guys, losing your hair sucks. Fixing it shouldn't. Apollo Image Enhancement Center is Houston's #1 hair restoration clinic and the nation's home of the Dermagraph hair system, the only immediate solution to hair loss. 45 plus years in service, 5 stars. Look, call 877-GET-HAIR today for your free scalp evaluation. Fall back in love with your hair. Give them a call, 877-GET-HAIR. Also, Ordonez Moving Services. Let Ordonez Movers do the heavy lifting, whether it's across town or across Texas. Ordonez Movers makes your move smooth, stress-free, and affordable, professional, reliable, and always on time. These are the movers you actually want showing up on moving day, local and long distance, packing and unpacking services, licensed and insured and trusted. Competitive rates, as always, 713-373-1659, 713-373-1659. And then my man, Wes Butler over at Butler CCS, fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it, Wes Butler has got you covered. 713-330-9472. All right, what else we got, man? Talked about the Little League World Series. Let's jump into Major League Baseball. And I'm sorry, I went 5 for 5 the other day, and it was fantastic. And it but last night was not the night for gamblers on Major League Baseball. And maybe it was. Maybe there's people out there that just know way more than I do, but it was a brutal night for any of the favorites. And I mean, these guys were overwhelming favorites. The Blue Jays lost 2-1 in a just absolute gut check for Toronto. They they lose 2-1, and they've been killing it lately. So I got hammered on that. The Phillies actually been playing absolute lights-out baseball lately. They won 11-2 over the Mariners. The Astros scored 2 runs finally, but lose 7-2 to the Tigers. Tigers swept the Astros. Swept them. Listen, baseball is a series of ups and downs. We all know that. It's a long season, and the Astros are in a down one. Guardians lost to the Diamondbacks. The Marlins beat the Cardinals. The Nationals beat the Mets. These are all great pitching matchups for these favorite teams. The Mets the Braves just pulled out a 1-0 victory on the Sox. Yankees beat the Rays in a good baseball game. The Yankees, I think, have hit, 15, 16 home runs in 2 games? A record for them. Athletics beat the Twins. The Rangers beat the Royals. The Cubs beat the Brewers. The Dodgers. The Los Angeles Dodgers lost 8-3 to the Colorado Rockies. That's 2 out of 3 for the Rockies over LA. Dude, I'm getting killed on that. Angels and Reds. Angels beat the Reds, and Padres beat the Giants in the nightcap. Just unbelievable, some of those games. Absolutely unfreaking believable. Let's go to this. Let's see. The Brewers are 79-48, sitting atop the NL Central. But here's a twist. They dropped 3 straight games, their first skid since early May, really. They've allowed just 491 runs, but boast 653 scored with a plus 162. That is by far the best run differential in MLB. We'll see what happens in the playoffs with them. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, the Phillies are 74-53, just stomped the Mariners in a sweep. Thank God for the Astros. Luzardo had 12 strikeouts. Turner had 5 hits. Schwarber drove in 5 RBIs. That's a 20-hit offense fireworks display. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Phillies in the East. Mets trailing 6.5 games. The Brewers, I just said. The Cubs are 6 games back of the Brewers. Blue Jays. Let's see. I might have to change my battery real fast on this on my microphone. It is not sounding good. We'll see if we can make it. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I might have to go do something. Hold on real fast. All right, sorry about that. Let's get back into it. Let me change these batteries real fast because that is obnoxious. All right, much better. There we go. Bam. Blue Jays leading the Yankees, but the Yankees are within striking distance. Sorry about that, guys, but I am back. Wild card races are heating up. The Reds, Padres, Dodgers. Christian Yelich leads his team in home runs and RBIs, while Freddie Peralta leads in wins among starters. Brewers are in control but shaking. Phillies are roaring. Divisions and wild card races are getting spicy. MLB's crazy. Absolutely wild. I had no clue that I was going to get my butt handed to me like I did yesterday. That was brutal. Because Wednesday was a good day. So let's try and make up for it today. What do we got? Let's do parlay of the day real fast since we're on baseball. Then I'll move to NFL, and then I'll get to some fantasy football stuff. Today's Thursday. Who is going? Athletics and Twins at 12-10. Not touching it. Rangers and the Royals, leave it alone. Brewers and Cubs. It's a good series and good matchup today, too. The Dodgers and the Rockies go at it again. Okay? Clayton Kershaw's on the mound. This should be minus 400. It's not. I'm taking the Dodgers -1. No way they lose 3 out of 4 to the Rockies. I'm going to try to make it up today. So we'll take Dodgers minus 1.5 right there. Mets losing again. They play the Nationals again, but they lost. I can't. Chaminade is on the bump, but Mackenzie Gore's on the mound for the Nationals. Oof. Let's see. Mets over here. I'll put that to the side. Giants and Padres. Dylan Cease versus Justin Verlander. Take the under maybe, but I like the Padres. Padres have been playing good ball lately. Red Sox and Yankees. They start a series today, which should be phenomenal. Lucas Giolito and Mr. Gill on the bump for the Yankees. I'm leaving that alone. This is in New York. Should be a lot of fun. I want to go to one of those games. Bucket list thing that I've never, ever been to. Astros at the Orioles. Can the Astros do anything? Man, dude. I'm leaving that alone. Cardinals at the Rays at 6:35 tonight. I like the Cardinals in that game. I do. Mr. Gray's on the mound. Dodgers, Padres, Cards, maybe the Mets. Dodgers minus 1.5. That's my bet today. Because I might just put everything on the Dodgers because I don't see Kershaw losing to the Rockies. This is in Colorado. So, by the way, Shohei Ohtani was on the mound yesterday. Got rocked. The worst team, the historically bad Colorado Rockies, absolutely demolished Shohei Ohtani on the mound. I don't know exactly what his numbers were. In fact, let me pull those up for you. I was shocked. Because obviously I took the Dodgers yesterday and could not believe Ohtani got absolutely – the Rockies are such a free-swinging team, man. It's just crazy how that worked out. Ohtani went 4 innings, got 9 hits on him, 5 earned runs, and only 3 strikeouts. Damn. 9 hits in 4 innings, 5 earned runs. Wow. Brutal for Shohei yesterday. And the Dodgers have lost 2 or 3 so far. They'll play the 4th game today. Kershaw on the mound. Give me the Dodgers. Like I said, Dodgers, Padres, Cardinals, and maybe the Mets if you want to throw the Mets in there. That's your parlay of the day. That one, no. I'm going to put a lot on the Dodgers. I'm going to load up on the Dodgers. All right, let's move over to the NFL, guys. The NFL is 1 preseason game away from the regular season, which starts this coming weekend. Not start. The NFL preseason ends this coming weekend. There's a lot of drama still. There is a lot of drama. There's holdouts. Let's start in Pittsburgh. Cameron Hayward has been holding in, attending walkthroughs, but skipping practices since August the 7th. He's pushing for an elite DT value. and tensions are brewing in Pittsburgh. Of course, you got TJ Watt over there. They are heavily dependent on their defense. Cameron Hayward is a huge part of that defense. So still drama in Pittsburgh. Micah Parsons and the Cowboys. I keep hearing they're going to get a deal done, but it keeps not happening. I keep hearing they're going to get a deal done, and it keeps not happening. He's absent from practices heading into week 1, and he's a defensive game changer, at the very least, just an absolute headache on the defense for offensive linemen and quarterbacks. There's one side that says that he's going to get a deal done. There's another side that says he wants out of Dallas. I just don't know. And he, to me, visually, he just doesn't look like he's worth it. I get it on playing, but as far as the locker room's concerned, and that's a huge deal, do the Cowboys want that distraction? Will Micah Parsons be there on opening day? Yeah, 2 weeks, buddy. Yeah, 2 weeks. Terry McLaurin for the Commanders, still recovering from his injury a little bit, is sitting out at camp amid, they say he's recovering. He's fully recovered. He's still got a contract standoff. His absence leaves the receiving core in absolute limbo. Jaden Daniels has just been going on like it's no big deal. How good is this Jaden Daniels kid? We're about to find out if he doesn't have Terry McLaurin. That guy's top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. He's phenomenal. And I'm sure he wants top 5 money. Trey Hendrickson for the Bengals ended his holdout, but returned without a new deal. Still contractless, but back on the field. I don't know how that situation is going to end either, but Bengals fans, you need Trey Hendrickson bad. Even unofficially, the standoffs, these things cost guys, $50,000 a day? And they just disrupt the rhythm in the camps for sure. Upcoming preseason schedule tonight. Let's see. Steelers at the Panthers, 7 p.m. on Thursday Night Football, which is awesome. Patriots at Giants on Prime Video. Vikings at Titans on Friday. Full weekend schedule. Preseason ends Sunday, August the 24th. Ravens and Commanders canceled their joint practice today. Go figure. Camp drama is real. Camp drama is absolutely real. And speaking of NFL, speaking of camp drama, speaking of Terry McLaurin, speaking of Pittsburgh's defense, we have fantasy football draft weekend. Yeah. I love fantasy football. Tier 1, baby. Tier 1, Jamar Chase, Mr. Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, Monte Brown, Puka, Saquon, Malik Neighbors. You know tier 1s. Tier 2, A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Breece Hall, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne. Sam Laporta is creeping up everyone's board. I told you guys on Tuesday, sleepers. I don't think Genty's a sleeper, but he'll be picked up pretty. But Zacchaeus for Chicago, the wide receiver for Chicago, it's a good one. Malik Neighbors, will he break out again? I don't know. But here's the draft strategy. All right, wide receiver to start in PPR leagues. Take the floor guys first that have an upside for the ceiling, right? So low floor, high ceiling is what you want on wide receivers, and go back-to-back wide receivers, right? Running back depth in rounds 3 through 5, recover value and cover bye weeks. Snap Laporta up if he falls, by the way. Elite tight end value will be hard to find this year in drafts. It will. Draft a tight end. If Laporta's there and you're in debate, take him. Take him. Wait on a QB. Wait on a quarterback. Caleb Williams, Jordan Love. They will all be in rounds 7 through 9 with major upside. Quarterbacks, a lot of people take Pat Mahomes early. They're going to take Josh Allen early. And it's like, dude, go back and look who won your league last year. Did they have Josh Allen, or did they have Caleb Williams or Jordan Love? Somebody like that. Late round gems, sleepers are often your difference makers. So Stack wide receivers. Stack wide receivers and backup running backs in your late rounds. Draft by tiers and not rank. Don't reach for positions. That always screws you. All right, so that's a huge one. Have a plan B ready. Monitor your camp injuries, like I just said with Trey Henderson, that Cincinnati Bengals. Because here's the deal, right? The Bengals defense sucks. They're going to be scoring a lot of points against Cincinnati. And their offense is going to flat out just have to ball out. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are going to get massive numbers. I might take Joe Burrow. I'm going to write Burrow down. If Burrow's available, last year he had MVP numbers, and their defense was just terrible. I don't do much trading, so I don't know about if you want to get in any trades, but I'm not big on doing trades on draft day, so I'm going to leave the trade stuff alone. I want to try to pull up this article here that. Let me see if this is right here. Yeah, Tiger Woods. I'm going to bring up some golf real fast. Tiger Woods is leading a group that's eyeing significant change in the PGA Tour. What is Tiger, 47, 48 years old? And it sucks not seeing him play out there. I know Scheffler's getting all the praise, and he should. Scotty Scheffler's flat out amazing. But it's just not the same as watching Tiger. He doesn't have the same flair. He doesn't have that same aura that Tiger Woods had. But only after 3 weeks as the new PGA Tour CEO, Brian Rollup is promising significant change to the Tour's current model. And Tiger Woods is the chairman of the future competition committee, right? So I don't know what this means. I mean, I don't know how you're making golf more exciting. The ball tracer is awesome. That's if you didn't have the ball tracer, we'd all not be watching golf, I don't think. So good job on that. But Tiger Woods posted on Twitter that he's honored to serve as the chairman and future competition committee. It's about shaping the next era of the PGA Tour for fans, players, and partners. And he thanks Brian Rollup for his vision and willingness to change. But it's designed to design the best professional golf competitive model in the world for the benefit of PGA Tour fans, players, and their partners. It is aimed at holistic relook of how we compete on the tour. Okay. You don't need a committee for this. Just get a polarizing player. Scotty Scheffler, he's fantastic. His swing is different, but he's not polarizing. He's even said that he'll walk away from golf and have no qualms on it, and that's not what you want. You want somebody like Tiger Woods, the fist pump, the entire aura of him and fans screaming and following him everywhere. That's what you need in any sport. It's not just golf. It's any sport. Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, man. By the way, Paige Buckners went out for 44 points last night against LA. They lost by 1, but Paige Buckner, a bright spot for the WNBA. But you have to have polarizing figures in sports in order to make any of it win. Any of it. Soccer, you've got to have your Pelés, right? You've got to have your Ronaldos. You've got to have your Messis. Basketball, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. You have to have these figures in these sports to keep it rolling, and they've got to be controversial. Many of you hate LeBron James, but he is controversial. He keeps it going. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. It's always controversy, but they're the most popular team. So golf doesn't have Tiger. Tiger Woods made golf what it is today, right? And decided to make a bunch of bad decisions. And you see the decline of golf parallel to Tiger Woods' bad decisions. It's just insane how that works. Absolutely insane. Baseball is a little bit different. It's not a ton. They still need superstars, right? But baseball took away its superstars with the steroid era. Took it away, and that was what brought baseball back from the dumps. Those were superstars. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, everybody remembers that. You have got to have these stars, these bigger than life people that bring out the best in the fans and the sports. You don't need to put a committee together. Find a guy that can just crush the ball. John Daly-ish. I don't know, make drinking legal on the course. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But, they've tried everything else. LIV tried to put DJs on. Like, what happened to the LIV tour? It's gone now, basically. I mean, I'm sure they're still playing, but nobody says or hears about it at all. Did they cancel their TV partnerships? Is it still in the CW? I have no idea. Just some quick headlines for last night before we get off. Paige Buckner lights up LA for 44 points. That was crazy. The Cowboys expect to have Parsons in the opener. I already told you that Ohtani got rocked last night. Yeah, man, that's about it. I mean, that is about it. The Little League World Series was on top of the freaking world yesterday. An emotional comeback. Watch that comeback. It's everything about sports. It's fantastic. The Brewers, MLB is tightening up. The Brewers are shaky. Phillies are soaring. The races are heating up. There's still holdouts in the NFL. Good luck on your fantasy football drafts this coming up weekend. I know I've got 2 of them. Good luck on yours. Hit me up with any messages if you need any help. I'm Jeff Michael. Cheers for rolling with sports with balls. Go make those draft moves. And if you want, even toss up your boldest pick or idea at me. If you want to, stay loud, draft smart. I'll catch you next time. I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls.